Everything has its use.
Good to see you.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Off to work.
Send a flag.
Let's get this.
All right, I've got this.
Empire, the Alliance, the Kingdom, even the forces of the Church. To think we would all meet in such a cramped locale.
Hold on. Does anyone actually see the Knights of Saros amidst stuff? I wonder if not even here to begin with.
We strike at the Imperial Army today. Do not let the Alliance distract you.
Yes, as you command.
The party's already starting, huh? It's too bad we couldn't throw it for something a little more civilized.
Would it kill you to be serious for once, Claude?
For the last time, Flane, I am against this. It is too late to retreat.
And for the last time, I intend to fight. Besides, it would seem the battle is about to begin.
Well then, just give the command, Edelgard.
Good. Our very hope depends on you. Brave warriors of Adrestia, the time has come to demonstrate the Empire's valor, to prove our supremacy. Any who dare stand in our way must be cut down. Now! As one, attack! I'll be counting on the...
There's not a question. Let us face our foes as one.
Prepare to be amazed. I'm right here.
Right then, let us go to work. Shall we join hands in battle?
Let's get this operation starting the mission now.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Oh, if I must.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Oh, if I must.
Alliance's wisdom and strength this day, Claude.
Don't worry. Our brilliant teamwork will send them scattering.
Shore up our defenses, then advance on the enemy's forward position.
Always be prepared.
My turn?
My turn. I'll carve my way right through them.
Here goes.
Not on my watch, pal! So far as we know, the enemy's objective is to breach our defensive line through the valley. Let's take a breather.
Watch the ground. Even a single wrong step will cause undue pain.
Riders, charge! Tear their defenses apart!
I've heard troubling tales about Fargus's cavalry. We'll be in deep trouble if we don't take them out soon.
Here goes.
Take a breather.
I can't just sleep.
Bring it down!
Always be prepared.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
Here I go.
Watch and learn.
Hit their right flank! That's where the Alliance army is weakest!
They're gonna come all the way over here? No fair!
We can't let the enemy create holes in our defenses. We
Let's get this operation underway.
must head over and assist.
Our Wyvern Company stands at the ready. Deploy them if you think Killed is in danger.
the
turn.
Alliance's Wyvern Company to cover our right wing.
Still on my feet, and I can still hold a sword. Which means I can keep fighting.
Can't just sleep?
Thanks for coming for me. That could have
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
really gone either way there. We're short-handed enough as it is, Hilda. We both need to be more careful.
Take a breather.
What a pain. Always be prepared. Watch and learn.
Let us think a few nicks and scratches will send me packing.
Stand down, Felix. It's a wonder you can still stand. Now would you please let us handle the rest?
Better come closer then, or else.
My turn? I hope you're watching, Ingrid. Today is the day I avenge you.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. May fortune favor you in battle.
Here goes!
Not you too, Sylvain. What am I supposed to do now?
Take a breather.
We've gained an early advantage. Well fought, one and all.
Not a problem.
Oh, if I must. I suppose needs more. Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
If we keep this up, the
Leave this one to me.
battle may be over before it can even begin.
It's unnerving how well we're doing. I hope that means we're headed for a quick victory.
Watch and learn.
We can probably secure a crossing if we
Let's get this operation underway.
but find a way to stop the lava. I'll take over.
Take a breather.
We should be able to take our troops across now that the ground has cooled.
What a pain. Always be prepared. My turn?
Light him up! Here goes! Leave this one to me.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me. Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
They're attacking our defensive line from afar. We have to stop them.
Can't just sleep. This will do.
I owe you one.
Watch and learn. Let's get this operation underway.
I'll take over. I will heal your wounds. Please, be careful out there. This should be of use.
What is this? The second coming of Saint Sethlin? Strike her down and put an end to it already.
Say, check out that boulder. I wonder if we can use it to block the lava and reach the other side. this one to me.
Use this boulder to dam the lava and create a path. We have a direct path to the enemy. Attack!
Let's get this up.
That's one
Oh, if I must.
Place to build the road. And I'll try to help them. I can't do it alone. Always be prepared. I owe you one.
No more!
My turn.
Get to safety!
Very well, brother. But you must swear not to put yourself in unnecessary danger.
You will go no further.
Let's get this operation into.
Here goes.
Our way is clear.
Take a breather.
Onward!
I'm way over my head. But I'm not letting up until it's over.
Oh, if I must. I can't just sleep.
I owe you one. That should keep them from attacking the eastern front. Let's get this operation underway.
Out of the way!
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
I'll take over. Looks like that particular storm has... Leave this one to me. Fast.
I'm not finished yet.
Always be
All that to do. Please, I cannot afford to lose you.
Here goes.
I take the field. Every last one of them will yield to me, but they shall perish.
Courage now! The time has come to bring our war with the kingdom to its end.
King Demetrius keeping the Empire busy. Break through that defense!
Just sleep?
My turn. Let's get this operation underway. Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
almost impressed.
I'll take over.
Move to intercept at once.
Don't give him a chance to retaliate!
Right when I was so close to ending.
He came at us like a maelstrom, but we managed to take the wind out of his sails.
You may have bested King Demetrius, but you still must contend with me.
My turn.
Every time I grow stronger, I'm thrown into another battle.
Always be prepared.
Vicious.
You provide a shining example for all.
The Empire and all who prostrate themselves before it will be punished by my hand.
Breather.
What a pain.
This will do. My turn.
I'll take over.
Take a breather.
I can't just sleep.
Always be prepared. I owe you one. My turn.
I can't just sleep.
This will do. I owe you one.
I'll take over.
My turn.
What a pain.
Always be prepared. I owe you one. My turn.
Get off of the days when the battlefield would shudder before me. beaten yet! Out of the way! Take this!
What a pain.
This will do. Watch and learn. My turn.
I can't just sleep. Always be prepared.
My turn.
Best again. But I must live. For Flame.
That was the Archbishop's aide, but there's still no sign of most of the Knights of Saros.
We drove off the kingdom in the central church. It's a start, but...
But this war is not over. We will hunt Dimitri down and put an end to the struggle.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Thanks to you.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You're impressive yourself. You barely broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
I imagine this will serve me well.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. After his failed charge, Dimitri forced his way south in retreat. He has led the battlefield. And the Archbishop's right-hand man, Sedith, has escaped to the north. We've lost sight of him and his troops.
Dimitri's the one to go after. Things will get complicated if we let him get away. We can move the fastest, so leave the pursuit to us. Just don't forget to send reinforcements, all right?
I want the two of you to follow Claude. It's not that I don't trust him exactly. I just want to make sure we're the ones who apprehend Dimitri.
Leave it to us.
Now that I think about it, there's something else to be concerned about. Where's the Archbishop? Where's the main force of the Knights of Saros? Rhea would have relished a battle like this, yet she was nowhere to be found.
No. Hubert, let me ask you something. When the Archbishop escaped from Garreg Mach, we found no evidence of how she managed to reach this valley. Correct?
Indeed. We searched high and low, but it was only by chance that we picked up her trail in ALL. That is how we knew she had entered the kingdom. Without that clue, she would even win.
Just as suspected.
What is it, Ferdinand? Is Garreg Mach in danger?
I fear so. There could be a secret path between this valley and the monastery that only the church knows about. And in that case, the Archbishop might be using it to stage an attack on Garreg Mach.
It's certainly possible. Hubert, your thoughts?
I will look into it, but I am almost certain that Ferdinand's theory is correct. We should assume this is the case and take action immediately.
Of course it is correct. Very wise of you to see that.
In that case, we'll divide our troops. The main force will proceed with occupying Ya. We'll lead the remaining third south to Garrigmach and continue our pursuit of Dimitri.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Scarlet Blaze. The hour of events.
It's over! Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day I kill you!
Run away while you can.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
What happened to our mercenary friend and the Ashen Demon? They took the lead, did they not?
Strange. It is unlike them not to report back.
No news, Your Majesty. Some kind of mages have assumed a battle formation up ahead and are poised to intercept us. Mages?
It must be those who slither in the dark. But how? When they lack a proper army?
There's something we're not seeing.
Your Majesty, we've sighted our missing units in the middle of the enemy ranks. And I don't understand why, but they appear to be fighting each other. And that mercenary is clearly the aggressor. Hubert!
So our sellsword has finally turned, eh? I hope we can solve this without violence, but if the worst should come to pass...
Kill him? But we come all this way together.
Perhaps I'm being soft, but I want to see how this plays out. Besides, we have to get to them first, and that means we must defeat the enemy.
Leave this foul task to me, Edelgard. If our friend must be struck down, I will drop the blade quickly and with mercy.
No, this task falls on my shoulders alone. Everyone stay on guard. We have no idea what's waiting for us.
war is ours to be won.
So...
Follow me, soldiers of the Empire.
I will hunt.
Here I go. No, it seems you could use.
You can count on me.
Here I go. No, it seems you could use.
You can count on me. Allow me to aid you.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we? I suppose I can...
There's not a question of can. Let us face our foes at...
Right then.
You until my dying breath. Get back here!
We have to reach them and put a stop to this madness.
I haven't the slightest notion of what is going on. But I'll happily take it. Destroy them all!
Stand back. You must eliminate those who slither in the dark if you hope to clear a path to the mercenaries.
Leave this one to me. This one's mine. Can never be too.
It's nap time. Always be prepared.
Come on, snap out of it.
Stand back.
Leave it to me.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Let me put you out of your misery, beasts. I tire of playing with you ingrates.
Stay out of it. It does not concern you.
Leave this one to me.
This is like talking to a different person. I don't think we'll be able to reason our way out of this one.
Must move us away from all of these foolish distractions.
This will do. Right then.
What? They warped away.
Rather than waste our time, always be prepared. Allow us to direct some units to move in, while others lie in wait elsewhere.
Why do you insist on interfering?
now. Well, this is just delightful.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
Prepare to be...
These fresh soldiers must be dealt with.
If we hope to enter that stronghold, we must first remove the soldiers who block our path.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away.
That mercenary is... No! It cannot be!
Claude is relentless. What must I do to shake the man?
The others should have been here by now. Something must be holding your guard up.
Your Majesty, we've sighted Claude pursuing Dimitri here in the mountains. The two of them are nearby. We need to get those who slither in the dark out of the way so we can send our troops.
Careful.
Right then. You have...
It's nap time. This will do.
I could take a lesson from your persistence.
Always be prepared. Oh, if I must.
Leave this one to me. Let's get moving.
Prepare to be amazed. You're dead.
Allow me.
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die. The spotlight is mine.
Keep it together, Mon. It's nap time. This will do.
My thanks.
Leave it to me.
Enter Manuela.
Can never be It's nap time. Always be prepared. My thanks.
Leave it to me. Show no mercy.
How could I lose to beasts? I am undone.
Find and remove this
Keep
rat.
it together, Manuela.
Time for an interrogation later.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
Careful.
It makes little sense. Still, what matters now is that you're safe.
No life for me by my own hand, then so be it.
Prepare to...
Manuela,
It's
You
nap
won't
time.
escape
This will
judgment
do.
this time, Silver.
Stand back.
I'm the star now.
The spotlight is mine.
can never be too careful.
This way, dear. Let us do this.
With pleasure.
It's nap time.
I'm touched.
Allow me.
I'm the star now.
The spotlight is mine.
Try me, you witless
Can never be
beast.
too careful.
It's nap time. This will do. My thanks.
Your Majesty, the mercenary broke loose and escaped. Well, that didn't take long.
Leave it to me.
Enter Manuela.
Keep it together, Mon. It's nap time. Always be prepared. My
Every
thanks.
second you waste on me costs you 10 times more.
Leave it to me.
I ought to be defeating them handily. You traitor! We made you into the monster you are today. Do not forget that. I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this soul. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Saharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws gods of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
Ever thought of maybe calling it a day?
You're a fine one to ask me that. Not a moment goes by without you on my tail.
Hey, you stop running, I'll stop chasing you around. Worth a try.
It's a surprise to see you here, Dimitri.
I wouldn't be, if God would simply deign to leave me alone.
As if. You're the one who put yourself in this.
This is... No!
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But its decision, one defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity, but then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Do you have a moment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
I wonder.
Meh.
No.
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometime, Odd. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the it would be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hey, hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place.
Oh boy.
Huh? Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with bitching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh? That's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thanks for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this.
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle.
Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe? What's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Must be a dog.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
Majesty.
want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at...
It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This is so twisted, you can't even tell where you...
I will crush all obstacles in my way.
I'm proud to fight beside you, Edelgard.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Why are you helping the Emperor, wretch? You mourn your friends. Avenge them! It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end. Illusion or no, let's thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
That's the last of the illusions.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the guts to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal. Unfortunate. You are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets a phantom. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
Ha! None can stand before us.
What about our phantom mercenary? We know we can harm the illusions.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know, Musin, and tomorrow we're fighting for... The choice is ours to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
Looks like we made it out in one piece. Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Marvel, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory, and I won as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
It would be foolish of me to permit either of you to leave this place alive. Yet without you, I'd still be in that prison. I'm not the type to dispose of someone the moment they stop being useful.
That's not my style either. Momentary truce, then?
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Sorry about that, Edelgard. I put you in a pretty bad spot back there.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
Think I'll be on my way, too. My people are probably pulling their hair out by now.
Until we meet again. Come, we're leaving. If my suspicion is correct, Garreg Mach is in grave danger. We need to hurry.
Scarlet Blaze. A path forward. The Empire somehow manages to prevail over the Kingdom and Central Church's coalition, but Archbishop Rhea is nowhere to be found. Edelgard and the others soon realize the Archbishop aims to use Aelel's secret trails to lead a surprise attack on Garreg Mach, so the Empire regroups and moves to intervene.
Dire news, my lord! Huh? What now? What's happened? Another fire? Has a horse escaped? Don't tell me it's an assassin! Where's the body? No, my lord. Worse. There's a legion of soldiers closing in on Garreg Mach. We think it's the Knights of Seros. But we're safe in here, yes? My life is of great military importance, you know. Protect me! Put those troops Her Majesty sent to use!
Count Varley, the enemy is inside the monastery. We couldn't hold them back.
But these walls are thick! How did they breach them?
The walls yet stand, my lord. But it appears they have made use of a number of unknown secret passages. Now they're inside and wreaking havoc, and it's only a matter of time before the monastery falls. We have the numbers to stop them, but that matters little if we don't know where they actually are.
We must flee, my lord. All hope is lost.
Urgent news, my lord.
Spare my life, I beg you!
An unknown army has appeared and started attacking the Knights of Seros.
Her Majesty's reinforcements!
Doubtful, my lord. This army wields large-scale magic and is also attacking the Imperial forces. The battlefield is sheer chaos. It's impossible to tell friend from foe.
What in the blazes is happening?
Church or empire, I care not. Eradicate them all. Engulf them in our darkness.
It will be done. At last we can finally give the foolish descendants of those beasts the lesson they deserve. We will expose their filthy underground resting place and steal every last one of their essences.
If we can breach it. The hole in the forest that the bandits raided was secured with a seal.
Shall we deal with it after we take the monastery? Tear this disgusting nest apart.
Lady Rhea, who are these people? They're attacking both sides indiscriminately.
A clandestine organization that wields dark magic. Could it be? Have they returned to seek vengeance on Fodlan? Why show their hand now? Deal with them, Catherine. Not a single one of them can survive. They pose a far greater threat than the Empire.
Yes, Lady Rhea. Make way for Thunder Catherine! Clear a path or die!
And that appears to be the current situation.
The Knights of Seros are one thing. Be prepared to deal with them, and we can do so. But now you say those who slither in the dark have turned this into a three-way battle? Why?
I am as baffled as you regarding a possible motive.
Perhaps it was vital they seized the monastery before we could get here. If they knew we were engaged in a lengthy fight, they might have seen this their chance.
Well, they saved Count Varley's life either way. So be it. We will use this situation to advantage and conduct a rescue. We can't afford to lose Garreg Mach or Count Varley. With one battle, we'll destroy the Central Church and end to those who slither in the dark.
It's strange. I stopped caring about my father a long time ago, but the thought that he might die is...
He is not dead yet, Bernadetta. Unless you intend to be leaving him to his fates.
No. No, of course not. I'm going to save him.
If we're sloppy about this, we'll get dragged into the ongoing battle and suffer heavy losses. I would prefer to make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Let's find out what's going on in there, then look for the safest way in.
I can tell you one thing. If Lord Arundel is here, I will choke the life out personally. I'll even let you watch, Your Majesty.
Yes, just try not to overdo it.
If that is settled, we will accomplish nothing more by brooding down here.
Agreed. We'll begin the attack as soon as our preparations are complete.
the strategy. I will endeavor my hardest.
Shall we?
Care to make yourself useful?
There.
We all must do our care to make yourself useful. We all must do our care to make yourself useful. There. I disagree. We all must do our care to make yourself useful.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
A little father-daughter teamwork, huh? Not a bad idea. We'll get more done than some random pairing.
Right. We'll show them work together in more places than the battlefield.
I think we did pretty well. What about you?
I worry this old man held you kids back.
We all must do our care to make yourself useful.
Work done so fast when the two of us pair up. I ought to just let you take over.
No way, smart guy. You're the brains that steer my brawn.
We all must do our care to make yourself useful.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
You are such a fountain of competence these days. If I'm not careful, you might just usurp my place at the Emperor's side.
I know you don't believe it. Now enough talk. Help me with this already.
I am amazed we managed to get along well enough for our work to pass muster.
Indeed. I wouldn't be able to face Her Majesty with pride in my chest if we botched this task.
We all must do our care to make yourself useful.
Counting on you both.
Let's...
We all must do care to make yourself useful.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two.
You're way too serious, you know that? But I guess that's what people like about you.
Hey, right back at you. You do love to complain, but you always do a great job with your work anyway. Not half bad. See? A little teamwork goes a long way.
Yeah, nice job or whatever.
We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Time to work you into shape.
I can be even more useful.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Interesting. Well, hello there. Is that the one? Come back soon. Interesting. Welcome. Come back soon.
Training can be difference between victory and defeat.
And I'll keep getting stronger too.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
It's good to see you again.
Say to you, how may I help you?
What?
Can I be of use?
Got a second?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Thankfully, we're not too late. Carly is still holding strong. If the reports can be trusted, Rhea is here, and so is a mage that fits the description of Arundel, which is to say, taller. That puts our two biggest adversaries in one place. We should deal with them here and now. I suppose this is a fateful battle for you as well.
Yeah, I know my power came from those slithering jerks, and I know they tried to manipulate me. But I still have so many questions about, well, everything else. And this might be my last chance to get some answers.
I hope you do, or else Hubert might spend the rest of his life distrusting you. After what happened in ALL, he suggested disposing of you again.
Not my favorite plan, to be honest. Looks like I'm gonna have to use this fight to...
Indeed. I look forward to it. But just so you know, you've already proven that a dozen times over.
I'm still a few dozen short. I gotta show you what the mercenary spirit's all about.
This is my first time hearing of such spirit, but I'm eager to see it in action. Enough idle chatter, though. Everyone is in place. It's time to commence the final battle.
We'll all do dawn together. See you after the dust settles.
Is that another mercenary expression of yours? Come, let's make sure we all survive to see Fodlan's rebirth. There's no stopping me. Stay. It seems rare. Initiating the operation. I'll help out. Here I go. No mistakes. Everyone, to me. Advance.
Oh, if I must. This should be easy if we...
So... Need a...
and Talis have both breached the monster. And for the sake of Fodlan's future, we will make it their tomb.
Barriers conjured by the enemy will hinder the movement of our troops.
Then we've no choice but to proceed in two groups. Take care that neither one is wiped out.
These are other reinforcements! I don't want to die!
be easy to find another man to wear the mitre.
Can ever be too...
I'm the star now.
Stand back.
There's
Here I go. No
weakness in that wall. A heavily armored unit might be able to break through and expedite the rescue.
The Southern Church's bishop is an enemy of the goddess and must be destroyed.
Take a breather.
Enter Manuela. Keep it together, Manuela.
Deploy magic to attack Count Barley from below. I cannot.
Leave this one to me. Here I go. I'm the star now.
Allow me.
Here I go. A new path has been
They're broken through the walls? No! Send reinforcements at once!
My turn.
You honor your humble servant with this daring rescue, Your Majesty. What a grand display of sympathy for my plight.
the monastery just so you might coward he. But I will have your full explanation once time allows.
Right. I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
Spotlight is mine. A man is incorrigible.
Right then.
Can ever
Someone
be
keep
too
an eye on
careful.
him.
Leave it
We're
to
not
me.
out of the woods yet.
The enemy's wretched mage there has conjured
Problem.
Here I go.
barriers that are hampering my escape. I mean, my ability to fight.
Breather.
He must be a sorcerer of some repute. Let us smite him and his magic here and now.
Prepare to be amazed. Ready or not?
Right then.
Keep it together.
I'm the star now.
I hope that keeps Count Barley safe.
Imperial dogs! Stop interfering and learn your place!
Allow me.
Ambushed! I should have known things would not be as simple as they seemed.
There is the perfect place to unleash my secret. Let's fly the arrows!
Huh? Where are those coming from?
Goodness. Who knew the Count still had some fight left in him?
I may be a bishop, but I still know when to stay the hand of mercy.
I am above the
Spotlight is mine. Can ever
Where
be
did
too
he go? Give it to me. We need to dispel those barriers at once.
If he retreated to the upper floors, I do not see how we can reach him. But there must be
Right then. To work.
Prepare to be a...
some way around the barriers.
We've received multiple reports of enemy troops appearing out of thin air. Perhaps they have some sort of warp device.
Enter Manuela.
Yes, that certainly sounds right. We should check every hiding place. I have
Keep
seen
it
such
together,
warping
Manuela.
devices beneath the monastery. They're controlled by a
star
separate
now.
mechanism located elsewhere.
Then we need to find that too.
Me.
We're already in two groups. Let's continue the search.
Catapults to crush the rebels below!
Prepare to be amazed.
They're attacking from above. We have to stop those outposts.
Leave it to me. device, but it doesn't seem to operate by itself.
Stand back.
My turn?
These infernal black walls are from reaching Lady Rhea. And now the Imperial reinforcements are closing in. Well, I'll just have to go.
Here I go. No mistake.
Leave this one to me. Looks like you could use some help.
Right then. Let us go to work.
I'll intercept them myself. I don't have any interest in exchanging words with you. But tactics, and that's all I need to know. Lady Rhea, it was my greatest pride in your sword.
The stronghold is ours. Now there will be no more hurling of the boulders.
To be mazed. Need a hand? Enter Manuela.
Leave this one to me. Stop hurling rocks at us, or I'm gonna... Oh, they stopped. Well, that's nice.
Allow me.
My turn?
That must be the control device. Try it out.
Prepare me. Ready or not? Here.
Right then.
Does this mean we can work now?
The spotlight is mine.
Let's use the device to go after
Never careful.
Stand back.
Ice works.
Take a breather. Myson is in danger. Help him!
Let us go.
Prepare to be...
They're really pulling out all the stops here. We better intervene before we take any more casualties. To me.
This will not expire.
Stand back.
We might finish what must be done, Thomas.
The dark barriers have vanished. Now we can rejoin our forces.
My turn? That dark magic has dissipated.
Can ever be careful.
I mean, strategically retreat.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Cyril, the wounds are carried.
Take a breather.
The spotlight is mine. Keep it together, Manuela.
As the goddess is my witness.
Leave it to
This
me.
is as far as you go. I'm okay.
Annihilate them and reclaim all that is ours.
Don't stop now. Not when the future we seek is within our grasp.
Stand back. Right then.
That's the last thing that was in our way. Well, except for the other things. It never ends.
I hope that was enough.
Enter Manuela. Can ever beat.
I'm the star now. The way to the monastery is clear.
I need... My turn.
Enter Manuela. Keep it together, Manuela.
I will not be permitted to run amok in one of my strong gates.
Allow me.
Guard this place with your lives.
Take a breather.
The spotlight is mine.
None will pass on my watch.
Stand back.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
This is the moment we've been fighting for. Rhea and Talus will be waiting just ahead. It's a boon that their two greatest enemies are both within striking distance, yet we mustn't forget they are capable of anything. This situation could very quickly become dire.
No kidding. We're talking about the heads of the church and those who slither in the dark.
I hope you are all mentally prepared, because once this begins, cannot afford to waste even a second. Lady Edelgard, we await your command.
Through some strange twist of fate, we find ourselves capturing Garrigmok for the second time. Our first victory signaled the start of the war, and today's victory will be a giant step toward it. Today, together, we usher in a new era. And at the end of this path lies our future. The time is now. All Imperial forces, advance!
Come on! Victory's nearly ours! Who dare stand against me?
Your reckoning has come, Talus. Now you will pay for all that you did to my mother and the Empire.
The enemies that remain are undeserving of human mercy. On your command, we will purge them with fire.
We dispelled the darkness. Now all that remains is Rhea.
With me.
Allow me.
How fitting that I should settle things with Rhea here in the cathedral.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us! You have left me with no other choice. Watch over me, Mother. So be it. I will crush you where you stand!
Rhea can shapeshift too? That form.
Then you are the Immaculate One. So be it. Today we destroy you and secure our future.
Stay vigilant. There would be no greater folly than to die here after all our struggles.
Just you wait, Father. I'm going to distinguish myself.
I am Petra McNeary, Queen of Brigid. I honor my pact by fighting with the Empire.
Scarlet Beast, consume the old world and bring light to a new age.
We will prevail today, even if it costs me the life that Her this wretched war for good.
Well, I suppose I can allow myself one day really giving my all.
My turn?
Enter Manuela. Keep it together, Manuela. Grant me power!
She's no longer able to maintain that force. If we
It's unending. We must reclaim what was stolen from us.
I will destroy you by my own hand. We will surpass you both and move forward.
I don't know what the future holds, but we're not going to stop.
Lady Edelgard's enemies will be eliminated.
Well done, my twin jewel. You never disappoint.
Abominable creatures! I will give you the burial you deserve!
Look out!
I will not allow you to sully this sacred place!
Then die along with it!
It's gonna fall!
This way! There's no way they could have survived that.
Well then, just one thing left.
Must we do this now? But I suppose you earned it. Just this once. At last, Fodlan has been freed from that which bound it. Today marks a momentous new chapter in its history, and we shall be its authors.
It is now 1183, Blue Sea Moon. Has freed Garreg Mach and put the Knights of Seros and those who slither in the dark to rout. Amidst the fighting, Archbishop and Tallus both go missing. With no one to lead, the Central Church's influence wanes, and those who slither in the dark vanish. As the Empire and the Leicester Alliance reaffirm their friendly relations, Edelgard prepares for her final kingdom, determined to see her vision made real.
I'm finally starting to feel like the future Her Majesty envisioned is within reach. And I know you're the reason why. I used to be jealous of the relationship the two of you had. You were always just so close to her, you know? But those days are in the past. Now you mean maybe half as much to me as she does. Hey, that's not bad. Take it or leave it, I say.
Hey, I was looking for you. Didn't think I'd find you down by the river. That's an awful lot on your...
I thought soaking it in the water would help get it out.
I don't know. That fight went on for a while. And blood doesn't come out so easily, even if you start it right away. If you ask me, it's more trouble than it's worth. You have another one, right?
I do, but I'd still like to use this one if I can. Something wrong?
Hmm? Oh, sorry. It's just you history of your mother back when we first met.
How so?
There was this one time when she was trying really hard to get some stains. She had your same quiet composure and everything, and when I asked her if she had another one, you know what she told me? She just turned and said, if I use this one, I'd rather not throw it away.
Well, that's not exactly the same.
Maybe not, but I still see so new. When I was first getting to know her, I never saw her laugh or cry. Just like someone else I could mention.
You never really used to talk about her, but you've been doing it a lot lately. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling a little regret for dragging you in ordinary life. You've never had a place to call home, and you don't have any friends your age. And it's been one bloody battle after another since this war broke out. If she were still alive, your life would be entirely different. You'd be with her, and things would be peaceful.
I don't regret my life here with you. I might not have a home or friends, but you've always been there for me. Living by the sword suits me just, and I've had no shortage of allies. So...
You're right. There's no cause for regrets. You're like her, though. You know that? There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
Flowers? Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice. Because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings. I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the office. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student. Things that helped it. Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these flowers did the trick, kid. Consider your message delivered. Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. Might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreadable. Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right.
By the way, why'd you choose this kind of flower? Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she got them.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going together. Those feelings are never going to change, and I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Thanks, kid.
Never thought we'd get the chance to fight side by side again. It was a total surprise, to be honest. But I'm actually pretty happy with how things shook out. I know. You're still cold as ice, you know that? Would it kill you to say you're happy to see me or something? Sorry to disappoint. I kinda missed it. Besides, that's just how you are. So, what have you been up to since you left the Knights? I spent some time in Leicester as a mercenary. Not many know me there. But you already knew that. You sent for me, didn't you? You mean back at the battle at Aryan Road, right? The Knights were just throwing my name around to recruit all the mercenaries they could. I had no idea you'd be one of them. Huh. So it really was just a coincidence. What about you? Still serving as Rhea's sword? Lady Rhea. I'll let that slide since you're not a Knight of Saros anymore. But to your question, yes. No matter who I'm swinging it at, my sword will always belong to her. Honestly, I was surprised after repaying your debt to Lady Rhea. You didn't even say goodbye. I was furious. I guess sneaking out was the right call then. I was running around shouting that I'd drag you back to Garreg Mach and kill you myself. But then Lady Rhea took me to task. It's not fair for me to impose the church's values on someone who wasn't from Fodlan. Sounds like I owe her another one. For what? I wasn't really going to kill you. I'll take your word for it. You know, I fought alongside a lot of people since I left. But you're still the only one. So what you're really saying is that you missed me and wish you never left? You basically said yourself, didn't you? But yes, I did miss you. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. For once, I'm glad I was wrong. Would you look at that? You have changed. And I feel the same. Really. I couldn't ask for a better partner than you. But if you disappear on me again, so help me, I really will hunt you down. Then the next time I go somewhere, I'll just have to do it.
Oh, it's Shammy.
Ah, Happy.
Strange. I didn't take you for the praying type.
Good.
Thought so. Then what are you doing here?
Just looking for some peace and quiet. This place seemed like the best option.
Should I leave you be then?
You're fine. I've had enough silence anyway. You don't strike me as the praying type either.
Same reason as you, I guess. I just wanted some more quiet. But I don't mind if you're here, Shammy.
Alright.
You just did. Kidding. Go for it.
It just occurred to me, but you used to live in a abyss. Did you ever see a pagan altar or statue down there?
Ah, you mean that big hunk of metal with the giant wings? Yeah, it's pretty hard to... Hold on, you know about Abyss? Did you go down there when you were a knight?
No, before that. Have you heard of the Dagda and Bridge? After my side lost to the Empire, I was stranded in Fodlan. Somehow I wound up in Abyss. Soon after I started living there, I ran into trouble with someone from the church. Fortunately, Rhea noticed me, and I got hired by the Knights of Seiros.
Let me guess. You got into it with Elfie, didn't you?
Elfie. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. Anyway, sorry. I kind of interrupted you there.
Don't worry about it. So, that pagan statue, it's actually of a Dagdan deity.
No kidding. You're from Dagda, right?
Yes. I think it was the god of fate. I always wondered how it ended up there.
No clue. It's probably been there forever. You know, I remember there was this one foreigner who prayed to it all the time. Like, really prayed. She must have been from Dagda too.
Most likely. It will have to remain a mystery for now. Thanks, Happy. Is there anything you want to ask me?
What? Really? Let's see. Shammy, you gotta try this. It's so good.
What is it? A pastry?
Yep. They were leftovers for once, so I grabbed them. Want one?
Why not? Hand it over.
Pretty good, right?
Not bad.
Nice to finally find a knight I can just hang out with. Well, former knight.
You never cared much for the Knights of Seiros, did you?
It's not like I hate them or anything, but there are just a lot of bad memories. All they do is push people around and make excuses.
The same could be said of anyone who's devoted to serving Rhea and the goddess.
Yeah. Except for maybe Al. Though, I guess he isn't a knight anymore either.
Al. You mean Alois? That's because he has a heart of gold. Even so, the Knights had so many rules and regulations. It was a pain. Not that I followed them, but still.
That sounds about right. No one tells Shammy how to live her life. Honestly, I can relate. I ran away from my village when I was a kid. I didn't want to be tied down by their way of thinking, you know? I thought freedom was waiting for me out there. A great big world where I could go anything.
It's out there if you know where to look.
True enough. All kinds of people are definitely doing all sorts of things.
Harsh reality is, no matter where you go, there's no such thing as true freedom.
You can say that again. I wish someone would have told me that when I was a kid. What's it like in Dagda? Pretty similar to Fodlan?
For the most part. It felt freer, in a way. But at the same time, making whatever they want means more conflicts.
So it's a double-edged sword. Free also means free to fight, huh?
It only seemed that way. Maybe too much freedom can be a bad thing. If you're interested, we could visit Dagda someday. I could interpret for you.
I don't know. It depends on how things turn out in Fodlan. If living here gets rough, I'd probably consider it.
Then I guess you have the rest figured out. I can help keep you alive on the battlefield, but it's up to you to survive.
Uh-oh. That sounded like a pretty knightly thing to say if you ask me.
Indeed. I will reflect upon my words.
Oh, Dedue! Must be my lucky day if I'm running into you here. Hey, what's with the scowl? Do we have a problem?
In this town are people of Dusker. It may be within the kingdom, but it holds neither monastery nor church. What is your reason for coming here?
Wait, Dimitri and Lady Rhea didn't tell you?
They did not.
I know everyone's been busy, but that's unacceptable. There was a major fire here, right? Lady Rhea asked us to come help rebuild. We brought rations, too. Never hurts to have a little more food in your stores. Relax, please. I swear on the goddess herself that we don't intend to harm any of you.
I did ask His Majesty to spare some aid in rebuilding, but I did not expect the task to fall to you.
What kind of church are we if we don't help those in need? Besides, we owe Fargus quite the debt. You guys took us in, even going as far as to start a war with the Empire in the process. This is the least we can do to return the favor.
Surely the Knights of paid their debt on the battlefield.
Maybe the Knights have, but the monks and scholars won't let us hear the end of it if we don't let them pitch in too. So when Lady the fire, she apparently jumped at the chance to help.
Is that so?
I know the people of Dusker will have their concerns, since they're not followers of Seros. But it'll all be fine. And we can't just sit around twiddling our thumbs while people out there desperately need help, can we? At least all of us who follow the teachings of Lady Rhea view it. You're free to supervise if you still don't trust us.
You seem to be speaking the truth. His Majesty has expressed similar sentiments in the past. I believe your desire to help is sincere.
Starting to think you were about to tell us to pack up and go home. Well,
Now that we're all square on that front, point us toward what needs the most help.
In that case, I'd ask that you clear away the burnt wood and help distribute food to the townsfolk. I will explain to everyone what you're doing here.
Yes, that's probably for the best. I'm sure they'll be much more willing to listen to you. Anyway, we better get to work. Hey, Dedu, I've been thinking. Fargus has really changed lately.
How do you mean?
I don't know. That's just the feeling I get when I see what goes on in this town. Don't you agree? It's like everyone here trusts you unconditionally, even though you serve the King of Fargus, someone they should hate with all their hearts. It must have taken a lot of trust. I'm honestly impressed.
The achievement is not my own. His Majesty has been striving towards this for some time now.
That way, makes me think he must have been planning it all along. I mean, people used to say he wasn't right in the head when he first chose you as his retainer. Reason for doing so.
Yes, I can still hear the echoes of their gossip in my ears. The castle was full of it. It led me to saved my life. He replied that neither faith nor birth are of import when a person's life is in danger.
Thing. She saved me once a long time ago, just like Dimitri did for you. Twice, actually, even though I don't have a religious body. It's gotta be in their blood to never abandon someone in need.
Perhaps His Majesty and the Archbishop aren't as dissimilar.
True. Neither of them seem to let their lofty positions go to their head. They have that in common, too.
I'm not sure I follow.
Despite her role as Archbishop, it's not too uncommon to find Lady Rhea at an orphanage, playing with the children. And Dimitri's the same way. Village kids how to fight just the other day.
Yes, that is true. Though I prefer he spend his free time.
Hey, helping people is calming in its own way, right? So if making sure he's well rested is part of your job, I guess it's fit.
That's one way of viewing things. I'll think on it.
I suppose we probably understand each other better than such similar leaders.
You're suggesting that you and I have much in common as well.
Maybe. Either way, it's been a real joy talking. We've probably been through a lot of the same ups and downs in life, if I had to guess. In time, I bet we could even become friends. So long as our boss is good graces.
Agreed. Though, if they were to part ways.
Whoa, no need to go there. I think we both, if they ever chose to cross swords, we'd kill each other without hesitation. I'm sure we have that in common, too. Looks like someone beat me here. Hey, Yuritsa. You do know we're allies. You could at least say hello.
I suppose.
Talkative as ever, I see. I take it you're here to train?
Yes.
You don't say. Well, this is as good an opportunity as any. Let's say you and I have ourselves a little duel. I've been friends with you since we were at Garreg Mach. We never had a chance to cut loose and really fight, did we? They say the way someone wields their blade can tell. So come on, show me.
Very well. Draw your sword.
You're not half bad. What? Done already? Things were just getting interesting.
Not end until one of us dies. I have no reason to fight you. I care not when my life ends. But you do not wish to kill an ally.
That's right. If I cut you down now, I'd never be able to face your sister. We'll have to save the real fight for another time. Let's call this one a draw. Sorry. I expected. Now I know why you were the weapons instructor. You'll have to teach me something new next time, Professor.
I care not for jokes.
Bad habit. What can I say? It's not every day I get to go up against someone as good as you. I look forward to our next bout. Nah. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks, Yuritsa. Your form's great today. Thanks for sparring with me, Yuritsa. Though I have to say, we've faced off a few times now, but I still can't figure you out. Your skill is undeniable, but there's no emotion behind it. Your swordsmanship says nothing about you. If it's because you can't take it seriously, everything you've got. Why are you staring at me like that?
Very well. Entertain me with your blade.
Okay then, let's do this. I knew there was another side of you.
Need more. Satisfy my thirst for blood.
Give me a break. Stop. I've had enough.
What?
Unlike Yuritsa, the way you fight reveals a lot about you. I'm sure you're content just fighting worthy opponents to the death. But I have people I need to protect. Life's too precious to waste on a fleeting moment of fun, Death Knight. That's why I can't be the one to kill you, like you so desperately desire. But hey, Fodlan's a big place. There's gotta be someone out there who'll give you what you want. They might even be closer than you think. You just have to look, right? Why? Your reason to keep fighting. All that said, I'm still a warrior. Nothing gets my blood pumping like facing a tough opponent. So while I can't help you put an end to your life, until our next duel, Professor. See you around.
I thought she, of all people, would slay the darkness that dwells within me. What?
This lovely weather gives cause for my feet to wander of their own accord. Oh, I think I spy a familiar face! Good day, Ash.
Morning, Flane. Out for a stroll?
Yes. And you are... fishing?
Yep. The army's a bit short on provisions, so I was thinking I could help add to the pie.
What a simply splendid idea. Can I take a look at your catch?
Oh, help yourself. I've been out here since before dawn, so there's quite a few fish already.
Goodness, you're right. You must be a talented angler.
Oh, thanks, Flane. And yeah, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities with the old fishing pole. My brother used to take me fishing in a nearby river when I was little.
So he taught you all you know? Oh, I must admit I'm ever so jealous. I used to go fishing with my mother long ago. Haven't done it in years at this point. And if I even think about getting close to a river now, my brother swoops down to give me an earful.
I'd be scared to let my younger siblings fish all by themselves, too. Do you want to give it a go now? Why not? I mean, I'll be right here to make sure you don't fall in or anything.
Thank you very much, Ash. I'm going to catch a big one. Oh, I hooked one!
Line bend! It must be huge!
Curses! It escaped.
I caught a glimpse of its shadow when you tried to reel it in. That thing was a monster.
I'm surprised to learn this river is home to a fish as large as that.
Same. I've been coming here for a long time and never once seen one that big.
It is decided, then. On that fish, I will capture it. Will you join me again when that time comes? My brother will be more amenable if you agree to be...
Seteth amenable? Yeah, that'll be the day. But sure, I'd be glad to tag along.
Oh, this one is really pulling the line.
It must be our monster. Time to put what you practiced into action.
Yes, I am no longer the clumsy novice you slipped away from before, foul fish! It's not working! What do I do?
Don't give up. Play your line out a little, and let the fish tire itself out.
Like... this?
Yeah, that's good. Now wait... wait... Now! Pull as hard as you can! Flame, look out!
We did it, Ash! I managed to capture the beast.
Yeah, that was close. I thought the fish was going to catch you there for a second.
Yes. Gotten a bit carried away there. Had you not grabbed my arm when you did, I might be swimming in the river myself.
I'm glad I could help. Seriously glad. And hey, I'm amazed you managed to hang on to the pole through all that.
I told myself I would not let go. No.
Hold on there, Flame. You have to let go sometimes. None of this is worth putting yourself in danger over. I think I'm starting to see why Sedith doesn't let you go fishing. Still, you never would have caught that fish without that fierce determination of yours.
Mother taught me to always... But even she never fished up anything so large as this. And though she is no longer around, I would like to...
So that's why you're so interested in fishing. Well, I think this was great, and I'm sure your mother would be proud.
Goodness, you do know how to compliment a lady. Still, I promise to surrender my pole if I ever find myself again.
Well then, why don't we haul this thing back?
Yes, and then we can feast on the spoils of our victory. I can't wait to find out. But, I cannot even fathom how best to prepare such a fish. We could slice it up and fry it, or boil it with vegetables, or... there are so many choices!
This has been so much fun. Really my sister. She was always so eager to practice in the kitchen when she was little too. Hold on. Hey, wait up! Let me help you! Flame, it has come to my attention that you have gone out and aided the Knights of Seiros again. I heard that you made your way to the infirmary and spent the entire day treating the sick and wounded. What were you thinking? Do you not know how dangerous that was?
I am sorry, brother. However, the knights very much appreciated my assistance.
Their appreciation is inconsequential. Your own safety should be your only concern. This is exactly what happened during that fated battle. Healing those who were injured.
Yes, I remember. No matter how many people I helped, the number of wounded only...
You were so young. Your body must have been crying out for you to stop, and yet you refused. And now you are left with a body that demands extended periods of slumber. You have not forgotten, have you?
Of course not.
If you do not exercise extreme caution, you may not wake up were such a thing to happen again.
I am well aware. My eyes will not open come morning. But if I let fear control me and begrudge my power, there will be no reprieve for those who suffer. The thought of that is too much to bear. Furthermore, if we lose this war...
Should that come to pass, I will protect you, no matter the cost. I swear upon my wife, your mother.
Father, I have been wondering something. Is it truly so difficult for the people of Fodlan to live in peace? The world would be a much happier place if everyone could live in harmony with each other.
I know. I feel the same. Those risking their lives in this war. That is why I believe a peaceful future awaits us, beyond this dreadful conflict. and so you do not have to.
Father.
If I lost you, and though we will always be together.
Come now, Father. Please try to understand that I cannot stay with you forever. I will grow up eventually, though I do promise to refrain from any unnecessary recklessness. And until that day comes, I will always be with you. Which I am certain Mother would be cross with me if I left you all alone.
I understand.